Hi everybody. I have a really exciting video for you today. I don't know if you could hear the sarcasm in my voice, but I made a video of me cleaning my gel plates. Maybe that's weird, I don't know, but I have had a lot of people ask how I clean my gel plates, and I was never able to answer because I had never cleaned them before. So I had a few that were just too caked with paint. And it wasn't the fun, grungy layers of paint. It was gone beyond that. So I thought I would give them a good cleaning. So all I tried to do in the beginning was wash them with soap and water. And that didn't work for me. Maybe because, like I said, there's a lot of thick layers. Well, not thick layers. There's just many layers of paint. So I let them soak. And then I would go back again and give them a little rubbing and get off what I could. And then I would change the water, and I would always use hot water, and then I would let them soak again. So I probably let them soak 3 or 4 times, and I didn't time how long I let them soak for. Like it was, I don't know, it could have been an hour. I know at one point it was way more than 1 hour. And the one gel plate, I think it was my 5x7, I really had a hard time with that one. And that one I let soak overnight. So, and also just a little tip. I mean, if you have a dedicated sink for your art stuff, then maybe you're not worried about it. But this is my nice bathroom. And if I had it back, I wouldn't be doing it in my sink. My sink is fine. It's just, you see all those bits of paint floating around. Well, that's all going to go down the drain. And I don't know if it'll do any damage or not, but it didn't make me feel good. So after, I don't do it in the sink anymore, and I just get like a bowl and I do it in there, and then I don't feel guilty anymore. So my small gel plates, they didn't do too bad. Oh, see, I'm just trying to let the water go down. Like, I'm not opening up the drain fully. I'm just opening it a tiny bit. So hopefully most of the water goes down and leaves the paint behind. And then I just cleaned it out with some toilet paper and threw it in the trash. But I mean, some paint still went down the drain. And I don't know if it'll, like, my fear is that if I continue to do it, over time it would all be settled in the pipes, and then I'm wondering why water won't go down the drain, you know? Who knows? So I switched, like I said, to this little bowl here. And my 8x10 wasn't too bad. That one was more stained than it was paint, but this one here that I'm scrubbing, that one was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And my little ones, I think they're 3x5, they came clean pretty easily. Well, fairly easily. So are you guys finding this video really exciting? My husband came downstairs and he saw the camera set up in the bathroom, but I wasn't in there at the time. It was just, I hadn't pulled it back out. He was very curious as to why the camera was set up in the bathroom. He asked if that's why I was getting so many followers, subscribers on YouTube. It's like, no. Oh boy. So here I blocked the paint and just slowly let the water drain, leaving behind the paint so I could just throw that out. I gave up trying to get all the paint off by just soap and water. At this point, I'm fine with how the 8x10 and the two small 3x5s are, but still that 5x7 plate is not great. So I put some soap and hot water in this pan, and I put my 5x7 in there and I let it soak overnight. And honestly, it still really didn't do a heck of a lot. So I'm just rinsing off my other ones because I'm going to take those to my art room and just wipe them down and see what else I can do with them. So this is the 5x7. It'll be the next day, and it's still not doing, like, I had to scratch it with my fingernails to get anything to come off. So I was getting frustrated at that point. Yeah, my craft mat is looking pretty bad, hey? It's well used. So at this point, I was just cleaning it down with a baby wipe and getting ready to just apply some baby oil to it. Because I heard you put some baby oil on and then you let it sit, I think overnight, they said. And then the next day you just wipe off the excess oil that's on top. So that's what I did. Only with mine, I'll wait until I get there. I'm talking ahead of the video. So yes, this is just regular baby oil, nothing fancy or special. So you see all the marks, like where my hand's going over, you can see like circles. After a while of rubbing baby oil on it, it started to come off on my hands. So the baby oil was actually cleaning my gel plate. Now, nobody told me that the baby oil could actually clean your gel plate. So I don't know if they ever tried to use it for cleaning the gel plate, but if I had known, I would have probably done that a lot earlier, because that worked a whole lot better. And the stencil marks that were on this gel plate that didn't clean off with baby wipes or soap and water, it came off with the baby oil. Now my plate still has a grungy look to it, but it's not grungy as in like caked with paint. It's just stained. But other than that, I mean, it's great. So what I did, I applied some baby oil on top and I just massaged it in, and then I laid it in its clamshell case, but I didn't close it. I just left it open and I let it sit overnight. But the next day, there was no excess oil for me to wipe off. Like, I don't know how bad my gel plates needed it, but there was nothing for me to wipe off. So now I'm doing my little 3x5s, and I think I get all the paint off of these. And I tried hand sanitizer because I heard some people use that. I'm not really a fan of using that on my gel plates. Not that I've had anything, this is my first time ever cleaning my gel plates, so I have no bad experience with using it or anything because, like I said, I've never cleaned them before. I don't know, it's just where, like, if there's alcohol in hand sanitizer, then I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable using it on my gel plate. And I don't know if it would hurt it at all. I really don't know. But I mean, the baby oil works, so why bother with the hand sanitizer? And like I said, maybe it does absolutely nothing to your gel plates. I don't know. I've just had, I've been told by so many people to use baby oil, so if so many people are using baby oil, it must be okay. So I'm going to stick to that one. So again, I'm just putting them in their clamshell case and putting some oil only on the top layer. I didn't put oil on the other side and then have it against the plastic. I just did one side, and then the next day, see, I flip it over and I do the other side with the oil. And I leave it open overnight again, and I check for excess oil the next day. But again, there wasn't any. I had nothing to wipe off any of my gel plates. So you see, it is still pretty, it looks dirty, but it's not. It's all good. So now this one, this plate drove me crazy. So here I have a rubber spatula, and I just scrape the paint off. Like, I applied baby oil to it and I let it sit for a little bit, hoping it would soften up the paint, and then I just scraped it with, and it's rubber, so it's not like it's metal or really hard. Like, it's not going to gouge my plate. It didn't scratch it. It didn't do any damage to my plate. And as you can see, it is coming off. Really makes me wonder if I could have skipped the whole soaking it in soap and water step. So I would say if you don't have that much paint on your gel plate and you want to clean it, just do the baby oil thing and give that a try first instead of wasting your time with the whole soaking with soap and water. But I mean, if it was really caked on like mine, then maybe it does need it. This one, even when I felt like I had most of it off, there were still all these little teeny tiny pecks all over my gel plate, and I could not get them off. But after a while of doing this for the longest time, once I applied a layer of baby oil, I couldn't feel it as much anymore. And I haven't done any gel printing since, so I don't know what they're like now since I've cleaned them. But I can't see there being any problems with them. Like I said, I haven't done anything that nobody, other people have done it before me. And this is not anything, again, that'll damage my gel plate. It's some sort of like scraper tool or a spreader. It's Mod Podge. It came with a bottle of Mod Podge. So I'm guessing it's for like spreading out some Mod Podge to do your collaging and to flatten out your papers to get rid of bubbles and stuff. So at this point, I'm happy with my gel plate, or I'm just done with my gel plate because this one caused me a lot of grief. So I just do to this one what I do with the rest of them. And that is it. I don't think I have any other info for you. If you have any questions, if there's something I forgot to tell you, then just let me know and pop the question down below and I'll answer them for you. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you didn't find this too boring. Thank you. Bye.